The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Here he comes with the return. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. To the air, it's Simmons. Pressure coming. Pulls it in, it's Lee. There he goes. He's at the 10, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Rebels.
Well, they wanted to be aggressive in the passing game, and they didn't waste a lot of time. They take a shot vertically down the field to their star player. He makes the play, and he makes the defense pay.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'll run this play from the pistol. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Uncorks one to the middle. He's got it along the sideline.
Well, this guy has shown up time and time again for his football team. Top 10 statistically in passing yardage this year, but it's been in big games, in big moments where he's really shined. And that's why this guy's in contention to win the Heisman Trophy.
With the catch, it's Williams. Let's talk about Alabama. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I have a chance to get a bye, right? If I can win my conference. So a lot at stake. They've done really well. They're at the top of the leaderboard right now, Palmer, but a little bit of the season still left.
Yeah, you got to focus on today. We're at that time of season where all of us love talking about what's coming up and predicting who that conference championship game is going to be. Can they go to the playoff? It all doesn't matter if you don't win this game today, so you got to be focused here. This is a massive game.
Guys, let's chat about Alabama. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Russell. Snagged out of the air. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
This quarterback, part of their running game. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown time! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
Throwing right. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. Going up against one of the best defenses in the country, you've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Dropping back, it's Simmons. Bringing the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Rebels will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Might be changing the route. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds his man. It's Horton. Past the 40. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
It's just incredible. You see the arm talent in that last throw. The quarterback position is the hardest position to play in team sports. The fact that this guy is right out of high school and somehow in the conversation to win the Heisman Trophy, that's one of the best stories right now in all of sports.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. The give is to Miller. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
And I like like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with it.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
To throw, it's Russell. He's got it on the move. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
So it'll be third and goal from the 1 after the incompletion. Direct snap. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Alabama!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Florida State was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen in Tallahassee over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style points. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Send the tight end in motion. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Throws to the tight end. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Oh, man, the big fellas, they usually have the soft hands. Your security blanket is your tight end, but that one hit him in the hands, and he just couldn't pull it in.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Throws for the tight end. On target to the left. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
How nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. To the ground with the back. defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. If they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the...
Sends it downfield. Grabs it inside the 15. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10.
And, man, this QB has delivered all year long. All the hype coming in as a freshman. Like, will he get on the field? Not only does he get on the field, now we're talking late in the season about being a true freshman quarterback, possibly winning a Heisman. You talk about a guy that has handled every moment and embraced it and excelled. This guy has been phenomenal.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Gets it out fast. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. This defense didn't hang its head. They stood tall after the big play. Third and goal coming. Looking to the end zone. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Caught in the backfield. It's Bernard. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The AT unit on the field.
Man, it's so nice to have guys out wide that you just trust that you can feed the football, and this guy will do the rest. Will cross that goal line, will take care of you, make you look like a genius. That's that kind of guy right there.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Bama! The defense gets it done with a huge interception return. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll move the tight end. On the ground, it's Lacy. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good, build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed.
Oh, a lot of space. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
And the extra point is good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Russell. He lofts one down the sideline. And he reels it in inside the 30. Touchdown time! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there, and he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can...
Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Rebels decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Under fire. He fires one deep over the middle. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. Buying some time. The throw. And he left that one short. Tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Give to the running back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets to the 14.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up of 6.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Gets the job done on third down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D and easily picked that up.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Dances away to buy time. Rolling right and going deep. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Still on his feet at the 45. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. To the air, it's Simmons. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. The Rebels are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
Back to pass on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more...
Going for it all. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Wants to throw. It's Simmons. Oh, they're after him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Sets up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Right down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Rebels will punt this one away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off-play action on first down. Floating away. On the run, fires downfield. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smarter.
Here's the pressure. Got a man. It's Lacy.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out of the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Makes the stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
A strike downfield. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got it. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the first down, but because of it, they're now set up in 4th and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because...
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Touchdown, Rebels! Quick strike through the air for the score. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Miller with the ball. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
They'll ride the hot hand.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking. And they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
Motion from the back. A run for the quarterback. Makes one man miss. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. The handoff, keep working on that clock. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
So now it's second and long. Back to throw, it's Russell. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Trying to barrel in. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. USF is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jim Leavitt, this has not been a blowout today in Tampa. They're up by 4 over Army. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Wallace.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Trying play action. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Rush is on him. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.